according to a lot of comments in my comment section, there's no policy in Nigeria that says 70% local content and 30% foreign. Now, Nigerian journalist Adeshope has shared comments on this, and I'm here to share with you in this episode of What's GH. Please stay tuned and subscribe. My name is Great Jesse. Adeshope on Hit FM first of all mentioned how Nigerians used to consume foreign content back then.
Before 2002, 2003, in Nigeria, there was no law stipulating the percentage of Nigerian music or homegrown music that was going to be aired on radio. So a lot of us that grew up in the 80s and the 90s only knew R&B and hip hop. Yes, we had access to some of the local music, but usually it would be the traditional songs, you know, your Fuji music, and then some pop acts will break through because of national television.
We went ahead and mentioned the period where the 70% and 30% policy was introduced in Nigeria.
But particularly, I believe it's between 2001 and 2003, there was a clamor for Nigerian music to be supported by Nigerian platforms, which now led to the government creating a law that stipulated 60 to 70% of local content must be aired on radio.
You mentioned the impact of the 70-30 policy in Nigeria.
So with that increased the number of Nigerian music that was being played on radio and demanded that the radio and media platforms open their doors to artists from back home, even though the music quality, in some cases, sound quality wasn't what it was supposed to be. We were coming from, you know, R&B records, mixed and mastered, Mariah Carey, R. Kelly, Jay-Z, whatever. And then we had to go back to start playing music that was being made by our artists. But because the doors opened, we started to produce a lot more music. Then the producers, mix engineers and co started to get better. And because of our numbers, not only at home, and numbers internationally, and people that were persistent in promoting our music, it slowly started to seep through.
Adeshope on Hit FM made it clear that the 70% of playing local content in Nigeria, as well as playing 30% of foreign content, was a policy introduced by the government
that ultimately got the eyes of the administrators, the government, who now put a law down for the broadcasters.
It was a law.
It was a law. It was for the Broadcasting Commission in Nigeria.
Post the law. So the law was put there, and then what happened?
Straight away. Then people now have to respond to the stipulations in the law, or they will be fined. Media houses were being fined 5 million naira, 6 million naira. They were being fined if they don't follow the law, because they also now started to demand logs. Yes, they'll demand your play log, because we also have an association that's trying to collect rights for musicians. They want the radio logs too.
He finally mentioned how he used to export Nigerian music to the European markets to promote.
In 2003, when I was on radio, I had to send money to Nigeria every month for someone to buy physical CDs. They will fly it over to us. We'll put it on the computer, we'll rip it, and that's how we load it onto the radio system. That's what we're doing. That's how we got the music. That's the dedication that we put behind the music to be able to promote it across the world. But I think it started with the government in Nigeria making the law that media had to play 60 to 70% local content before playing anything that came from outside.
All right, right, so these are comments shared by Deshope in an interview on Hit FM here in Ghana with Annie Dusty. According to him, there is a policy that there's 70% of Nigerian music being played and 30% of any foreign materials being played on their FMs and, television stations and everywhere else. So those of you in the comment section saying there's no policy of 70-30, this is coming from a Nigerian renowned journalist making these confessions. My name is Great and thanks so much for watching this episode of What's GH.